going on, guys? Welcome back. Access Football video. Do me a favor, like button, subscribe button, criticism in the comment section, Twitter. Shutdown Safety is my username. Yesterday, Danny Jugan put out a dev video, number 4 in his series for Access Football 17, and focused on some really important things that I wanted to go back over with you guys as far as body structure for players and physics in terms of tackling are. So the first example we're looking at here is two offensive linemen. You see number 70 has his hands down. You see number 67 has his hands up. And these are not animations. These are just players' body structures you see with the light blue lines, having them change their positions and their limbs, articulating themselves based on where other players are. And this is really a big thing when it comes to interacting with other players and having it look realistic or be readable, if you will. As we go forward, you see number 67 now has his hand on number 55, the blitzing linebacker, while number 70 still has his hands down. Now, the bigger part of this is in terms of interacting with the ball. If you can remember back, Madden, 2K, any football game really, we always talked about the issues that experienced animation transitions when catching. A player or defensive back would shift into an animation where he would have to meet where the ball was in order to create an outcome, which usually led to a very unrealistic catch or interception, deflection, whatever the case may be. Now, with what Access has done here, you see this receiver with his hands out looking to make a catch. And yes, it needs to have a little bit of refinement as far as where the player's animations line up, but his limbs are not held to that animation. So he's moving his hands up in an effort to catch this pass, as is the defensive back in the background looking to make a tackle. Now, going to this pass out in front of the receiver, you can see the importance of this, where now his hands are out in front of him, and although it's not an animation, he's looking to interact with the ball. As the defensive backs come in to help break up this pass, you can see the one closest to us has one hand up and one hand down. The one behind him has both hands up. So these really lend themselves to realistic interpretations of what a player would do on the field. They're very important. And then obviously the final aspect of this is tackling. You can see here as a tackle starts, a player's already kind of structurally fallen in the background and two players are colliding up in front, and the frame of their bodies and limbs is respected as the tackle progresses. You can see in this case, the player in the background has kind of fallen into the ground a bit, maybe clumsily, if you will, but the players in front at real time were actually bouncing up off the turf. These are things that took Madden a very long time to implement, decades in fact, to get them implemented into the game. And here in just a few short years, we're seeing this happen in Access Football. For those of you that don't know, the beta for this game is scheduled to be out late next month. If you guys want to pre-order the game now, I'll put a link down in the description. You can check that out and get to play this game a little bit early. But certainly, a lot of great things happening with Access Football. Appreciate all the work Danny Jugan and the guys put in. I'll have some exclusive content from them later on in the month. Appreciate you guys checking this out, and I'll be back in the week with more commentary.